Hey everybody, this is Josh again. It is day 23 of my patella realignment surgery recovery. I took a little while before posting another update simply because the last couple of weeks were really pretty much the same in recovery, but I'll explain a little bit about how things went. So, how things have been going. Overall, it's been going great. Pain levels have been very manageable. The one thing that's been tough is it's really hard to sleep in an immobilizing leg brace, I found out from what I've gathered from reading other people that have been in the situations and reaching out to my doctor. It's a very common thing. And what else has happened is that the immobilizing brace itself positions my leg in such a way where it puts a lot of pressure on other aspects of my leg outside of my knee, like my hip and some other muscle tissue that it's not used to. And it's been really achy. And so that has been a challenge to get over physically. I have imagine and what I'm assuming would have helped that, and this is something for anyone considering this procedure, what would have probably helped me more on that is if I did more training to my hips, like abductions and adductions to start strengthening my hip muscles so it didn't impact me quite as much wearing the immobilizer and put so much pressure on my hips. But that's something that I've been dealing with. But overall, it's getting better every day. And what I wanted to kind of show now is a little representation of how things have gone and what the difference of muscle health in my legs is now that I've gone through this whole process. So I have both of my legs together here, and obviously my left leg is the one that the surgery was done on, the right leg was not yet. And you can see that the quadricep muscle, the VMO, the inner quad muscle right here is practically gone on my left leg. It's completely flat, and I can show you light flexing, and there's really not much there. And actually all of my quad muscles, as you can see, are gone across my left leg. And that's just part of this. I've had a very weak patella for half a year now. And now after the surgery, it just took that much more leverage off my leg, and now I'm going to work that much harder to get strength back into it. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to keep giving you guys posts as to this process and how much I progress. It's going to be a very measurable goal, and as I get out of the brace and do other things, this will it'll improve. So what's next? So right now, as of my last update, I updated everybody on after my doctor consultation, my first visit, he checked everything out. I've been doing leg lifts every day on my left leg, trying to give some strength back to my quad. And even though it doesn't look it, there's already substantial progress, because when I first started my leg lifts, I couldn't even flex my leg at all, and I couldn't lift my leg. So in my immobilizing brace, I do leg lifts every day. I try to do several hundred, and I finally gotten to a point now where I can do them on my own, and pretty consistently, which is great. I also do up to 10 knee bends from my doctor's direction a day, assisted knee bends, where my leg from my calf and my knee are literally taken and lowered down, and my lower leg is brought back up just to let my knee get some dexterity back. That has been a really big challenge. So from the beginning, we had maybe 30 degrees of range. It was very hard. It was very painful. And now we're reaching probably, I'd say, between 75 to 80 degrees consistently, and still quite a bit of pain. And it's gonna hurt all the way until I get full mobility back and do some stretching. It's just part of the process. But it's getting there, and part of this is the dedication. So anyone going into this process and getting this procedure done needs to understand that you have to be dedicated. You have to follow through with the doctor instructions. You have to do what he says, what they prescribe fully. And it's every disclaimer you'll see about a procedure like this, or any big surgical procedures, it's so much dependent on you as the patient doing what you need to do to follow up and be healthy and re-strengthen that body part to make it a successful process. So I'm giving it my all. Aside of that, I have several weeks before I have my next doctor update, at which point about 3 weeks more, and then at that point I'll be able to go out of my immobilizing brace. I'll actually be able to walk without the immobilizing brace, and I will be at a stage where I'm going to go into actual full physical therapy, and I'll continue to post you guys from there. I've also chosen to take this time as an opportunity to get myself to what I consider peak physical condition. So I've gone on a really restrictive nutritional program. for my health, for controlling inflammation. It's not an easy thing for anyone to do, but those of us that are dedicated to it, it can be a really good health asset when you're going through issues like this. So I'll also give you updates to the progress that causes for me too, because I'm really hopeful it's going to be great. So please feel free to follow along if there's more videos that can be encouraging to you. And as always, feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to answer, and I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching.